In this video, I'm going to be traveling all the way from Northern California to Oregon. This is part of my road trip series for 2 months where I camped out of my car and traveled to 16 different states. If you haven't seen the other videos, I started in Wisconsin and then worked my way through Colorado, Utah, and then made it to Vegas where I had to get a hotel room because it was super hot out when I was there, which was not ideal for car camping. But I met up with my friend in LA, shout out to Bobby, and then drove all the way to the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco where this video is going to start taking place. The first night I was there, I found this viewpoint that was on an island, so it wasn't technically in the city, but you could see the skyline. And when I was in the Bay Area, I just stayed at one of these pull-offs, which is right by the ocean, so I was listening to it as I fell asleep. More specifically, the region is a little bit more northwest by the San Rafael. However, it was closer to the coast, and then for that day, I pretty much explored the city, checked out the Golden Gate Bridge, and had to walk around. I also ride a scooter, so I had that with me, and I was scootering around town, and I also had to check out a skate park as well. This is just one of my hobbies and it keeps me active while I'm on the road. Plus, for exploring the inner city, you definitely move around faster than walking, that's for sure. I'm also into the more street style of scootering, which is kind of like skating where you just skate in the street, so I had to check out some spots. I had to do a hill bomb in the city and record myself, but the scariest part low-key was just leaving my tripod standing up. But it didn't get stolen at all, and I was just having a good time riding around the city, exploring and scooting. Later into the night, I saw a Waymo car, which if you don't know or aren't from the West Coast, they're self-driving cars, which was crazy for me to see. I was in San Francisco for about 3 to 4 days, but then I made my way to the Redwoods, which is more in Northern California, and this was one of my locations for the night. Good morning. It is currently week number 3. I'm waking up here and the car set up. I'll show y'all real quick. I honestly got pretty comfortable with it. It's not even too bad sleeping here, but it's peep where I woke up. Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty nice. Best part about dispersed camping. But yeah, so I'm gonna get up, get ready, get everything good, and then we're gonna drive down the coast. This was just a better view from outside the vehicle where I was at, not through the window. I just got all set up at my car right there. Took me a little bit longer to get set up because I had to swap out some parts for my scooter. Once I did that, everything was chilling. Got a scooter ride, but just changing out my parts, looking at this beautiful view. Can't go wrong with that. The plan is to go to Redwood National Park, see those big trees, all that fun stuff, but this is just the views you get dispersed camping out here in California. Gotta love it. Free, sleep in your car, listen to the waves crash in as you fall asleep. I know I've really been only talking kind of in the morning or at night or at a small little section. I'm not really big into like vlogging like that, you know, walking around in public talking like that, but I just like to document my trip so I can look back at it. I really don't care if this gets 2 views or not. I know in 5 years from now I'm gonna be able to go on YouTube, watch myself vlog at this beautiful view and just be like, wow, I need to do that again. One last thing I'm going to share with you guys is if somehow you stumbled across this video on YouTube or you know me and you're thinking, that looks fun, kind of want to do something of the same nature, but I'm scared. I was scared too. I'm only 21 years old. I just turned 21 probably 2 weeks before this trip. I saved up some money, kind of researched where I wanted to go. I didn't really want to stay in hotels, so I figured dispersed camping was the way to go. I'm here to tell you it is. With that app, iOverlander, it's not sketchy staying overnight anywhere. It's also not too expensive if you're doing that. But I just wanted to tell you, if you have a dream out there, even if it's not this, go out there and make it happen. This was my dream for maybe 7-8 months. I'm here. I'm living. I'm doing it. is currently Wednesday, September 6th in the great state of California. I'm right basically on the border by Oregon. I'm gonna hit up Redwood. I drove through the tree yesterday, which was pretty sweet. I don't know if I filmed it sideways, but I filmed it vertically for sure, I know. So if I didn't film it sideways, you're gonna see some black bars on the side of the screen, but it's still cool, so I'm putting it in there. But that was amazing. I wasn't actually in Redwood. It was maybe like 40 minutes. What is that? 40 minutes south of Redwood. I just saw it driving there, so happy I took that road. Happy I found it. Have to talk over the traffic, but yeah, now I'm gonna hit up Redwood for a little bit. Not gonna spend too much time there because I want to get going, and then I'm gonna go to Oregon, find a place to sleep, and then yeah, go from there. But had to stop at this beautiful viewpoint again. Plus I copped a hat that says I drove through the tree or something like that. But pretty cool. It's like 10 bucks. It's my style, so yeah. So I pulled over at the stop again. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the seals barking or orking or whatever they do. I don't know what you call it. Some noise, but I heard them talking to each other down there. I can't see them at all, so they must be like under this mountain I'm on the coastline, but I really want to see one. Hopefully sometime on this trip I do see a seal, but for now just hearing them is pretty cool. I have finally made it to Oregon after driving for maybe 4 hours, but I stopped, filmed a little bit. I'm at this beautiful beach right now. The tide is way down. You got some mountains, some rocks. There's the mountains, there's a bridge. But stunning, beautiful way to first take a look at Oregon. Rocks are so cool. I never knew that. But come on now. Stream right there, got the sun about to set. There's only 2 other people here. Straight vibes. Let's cross this real quick. Wonder how muddy it is. Ooh. I wonder if quicksand's a thing. Ooh, that's kind of big low key. I don't know if I'm gonna hop that. Alright, I got it in 0.5. Should I send it? I'm gonna send it. Oregon is definitely a beautiful state, and I've been in it for about an hour. Oregon and Washington were my 2 main things. Cali was number 3, but like, come on now. I'm here. I'm hyped. So I think I'm gonna chill out here for a little bit and then find somewhere to sleep for the night. And then maybe go to Crater Lake tomorrow. I'm not sure. Depends how far of a drive it is. But yeah, we're gonna explore Oregon, see what's got to offer. Good morning from Oregon. It is a beautiful day on the coast. It's about 60 degrees. Sun is out, rocks are out. Loving life again. But today I'm gonna explore Oregon a little bit. Still got to do some research on where I want to go. But the first overnight stay was successful. You can see in the background there was a fire here at one point. I got some trees marked off. Looks pretty bad, but everything is good now. Like I said, first overnight stay was good thanks to iOverlander again. Really good spot here on the coast. Fell asleep listening to the waves. Love that. But all right, we are currently in Port Orford. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Oregon. I found this cool little skate park, little bowl thing. Pretty much the only cool feature is right here, but I'm just gonna flow, hit up a clip or two. So I got it, but yeah, nothing too crazy. I then found a lighthouse that was close to me nearby. It was called Cape Blanco Lighthouse. I thought it was cool how they had that little opening there. And right next to that was the Hughes house, which I didn't know what that was either, but it was a house built in the 1800s by hand. They did their best to preserve everything in the house to the way it was initially built, and it was a random Thursday, so I was pretty much the only one on the tour, and I could ask all the questions I want, which was kind of cool. I am crying. I don't know why they had to keep that doll there, though, if I'm gonna be honest. That was kind of creepy. But the entirety of the rest of the house was super cool. Even the wallpaper and decorations, clocks, all that.
There's a 4-foot crawl space under the house, solid brick all the way to the...
This was the outside of the house, definitely looked very cool itself. And stops like these are honestly my favorite, the unexpected one that you just stumble across. I just stopped to see the lighthouse at Cape Blanco, which was very cool. I didn't actually walk out there. They had the road closed and it was about a mile walk. And I want to get going north still, so I didn't go there. But I did stop at the Hughes house. I didn't really know what that was, so but I did some research on it and seemed pretty cool. It's like this house built in 1898 by hand at the time. Very cool. And then they also made their own farm. They had 9 kids. Just a lot of backstory. I got a tour, which was pretty cool. I filmed in there. I probably put that in already. Now I'm still heading north on the 101. We'll see where I go next. I currently made a stop at the Oregon sand dunes. Pretty sweet. I don't know if I could drive my car on here or not because it's got a sand mode, but I was looking at the sign and it only said ATV, which would be super fun, but I don't have an ATV with me and I don't want to get a ticket, so I'm not going to drive on here. So, walking through the sand, enjoying these beautiful dunes. It's crazy. Oregon's pretty sick. I definitely don't think I'm supposed to be walking out here, so I'm gonna go back, but definitely cool. I'm gonna go see if there's some other walking trails or whatever. Good morning. It is currently Friday, September 8th, 2023. I'm still out here in Oregon, maybe 10 miles west of Reedsport. This is where I stayed last night. Very remote spot again on this gravel driveway or a road. But if we go up that way about 5 miles, that's where the coast would be. But I don't know if you can hear it. There's a little creek back there. It's pretty nice. Might go check it out a little bit later. But today the plan is to go to Crater Lake National Park. Been really wanting to go there for a while now. I didn't know if I was going to make it just by where I was yesterday in Oregon, and then I was going to go to Eugene and then try to go from there. But then once I got connection, I realized Eugene was probably an extra hour and a half out of the way, so I stayed down here in Reedsport. Gonna gun it straight east to Crater Lake, then probably go up there to Eugene or Portland. Probably not Portland. Portland's pretty far, but yeah, get the day started. I'm excited. One other thing that I did that I forgot to mention was I went to the Reedsport skate park last night. Rode with some of the local homies there. Pretty cool, but definitely a sick skate park. Apparently it's pretty famous just based off the bowl. They have a big 360 bowl and some handrails at the top. definitely more of a BMXer park just from all the transitions. Very steep, very flowy, but it would be fun if you're on a BMX bike. It's not my specialty of riding, but I'll stop by, get a video of the park just because it's on the way of where I'm going today. So yeah, should be a pretty cool day. And here was the first view I got of Crater Lake National Park. Absolutely beautiful. I am currently at Crater Lake National Park. I finally made it here. The walk up was up a hill. As soon as I got here, this is what I saw. Absolutely stunning. Just the water looks so clear. If you go over the side there, it looks so blue. It also just looks like a sheet of glass kind of just laying there. It's a little cloudy, so you can't see reflections, but I bet you on a clear day, you can see a reflection of the mountain. And also, kind of, if you look around it, pretty sure it is a crater or a crater head here or something like that. You got a little mini mountain in the beginning, but it's kind of like a canyon that's filled with water. It's very cool. Then I found my camping spot for the night, and it was just in the middle of the woods, and then made my way into the nearest town, which was Bend, Oregon. And I also saw an old classic car, which I thought was cool. I have made it to Tumalo Falls. Look at that beautiful view. I filmed a lot, but Oregon is unreal, honestly. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm hyped to be here. Hyped to go to Portland. Hyped for the rest of the road trip. And there's a beautiful back view. One other thing I noticed here is trees are just straight up growing outside of the mountain. Alright, I am at Clear Lake. I am making my way back to Eugene, or I should say to Eugene, from Bend. And I saw this. You can see the reflection. That's crazy. But yeah, anyway, I just saw this sign, so I stopped, and very cool stop. I am currently enjoying some Subway, looking at a beautiful view on the beach of Waldport, Oregon. It's about maybe 25 minutes south of Newport. So we're gonna head tomorrow and then make my way to Portland. But for the time being, just gonna enjoy this beautiful view. It's a great sub. Guys, as I was eating, I was just finishing up. I saw some seals. I didn't know what they were at first. I just saw some big noise. There's one of them just chilling out there. It's hard to see, he's far away. But it's crazy. Oh, there's two right there. I'll flip the camera. And this ended up being my spot for the night once I was done admiring the seals. But that's going to be it for this video. If you want to see the next one, subscribe.